Hey everybody, welcome to the Master Wing channel. Thank you again for stopping by. The Oceania beta is over, but we are still reviewing and enjoying gameplay footage from it. So this is a post-game commentary, but as usual, we're going to walk through some of these decisions real time and see and showcase some of these Oceania birds. Starting hand. Not bad. House Finch from the original North America core game. 6 egg spaces, can go in any habitat, and tucks. What more can you ask for? I've played Count Raggies for a bird bomb, but starting hand, I'm not feeling it. Choose one other player, you both gain 1 berry from the supply. I pick up a red knot just because it's something to throw in the wetlands. And then I can draw 2 cards. And kind of same deal with the scissor-tailed flycatcher. 8 points, throw it in the grassland, get 2 eggs. I'm seeing that is a very common strategy to get at least 3 birds in each habitat in round 1. It doesn't always happen, but on this Oceania layout, it's pretty helpful. I also see that we did keep Count Raggies, but I think that's just tucking fodder for the house finch. And we do not get to go first this game. We switched up the background to the more tropical background. We have to enjoy every little detail while we have it. I'm hoping this beta, the real version, doesn't take 2 or 3 months. And it's a quick turnaround for the real game. But who knows? House Finch, turn 1. No big deal there. Hermit Thrush, Tree Creeper, and that yellow power Fairy Wren. Not interested at the moment. I did notice on this scoring that it automatically adds the nectar battle as if you have won or lost it. So that 5 points is already included in your scoreboard. So when you check it out, I think that's nice that you don't have to add 5 or add 2, subtract 3. And if my opponent, puts more nectar in the forest right now, then my score obviously would be subtracted. So that's cool. We pick up a little bustard tuck Count Raggies. And we've already spent our nectar to get the house finch down. And I can't remember what the tray had, but I don't think there was any nectar. Otherwise, I probably would have grabbed it. Little Bustard lets me lay an egg. My opponent plays turn 1 Spoonbill. Interesting. And there we go. There's that pink stuff. I'm thinking next play is either Red Knot or Bustard. I think at this time I'm thinking Red Knot because it'll let me draw another extra card. And then we can use it to tuck on the house finch. Mechanical Engineer. Team, we need to be excited about a Mechanical Engineer. I am wondering if it is the easiest 8-point bonus card we have. I pick up a Rufous Night Heron, Eastern Screech Owl. But seriously, that Mechanical Engineer, you're thinking, man, I don't know if I can get all 4 egg types. With as much as the tray resets and all the cards are drawing, I think it's very doable. Every game I've drawn Mechanical Engineer, even by accident, I can usually go out of my way and grab a platform nest or 2 and be done. So, I'm not sure I 100% agree with the Red Knot pickup. I think we had 3 cards, and that Rufus Heron was 5-point Predator. I'm thinking I'm not going to use my wetlands much, and I may use the White Start for some more food generation or just tuck it under the house finch. We pick up a Snowy Owl as well. I'm not 100% happy with this, but we're making it work. The scissor-tail flycatcher may have been a little greedy. at the start. I don't see us getting that down in the first round, but that's okay. We do have the food necessary for the little bustard, and I'm loving this house finch being able to tuck cards you're not going to use and grab cards you do. So we pick up Rufus Owl and Chickadee, and so now I'm kind of getting a viewpoint or a strategy that this game's going to be more forest engine based. And my opponent drew cards right here, which is fine. Every time we're gaining food, we are seeing another card, which is great. Finally, a nectar. I'm not doing super hot on the nectar, I feel like. We're getting it and playing it, as usual. What do y'all think about the Rufus Owl? It's not a very popular bird for some reason. Is it the most successful predator in the game? And that is saying a lot. I haven't studied Asia much. And of course there's Benelli's and Eastern Imperial Eagle that beats it. But I've never failed with the Rufus Owl. Because you know what you are going to tuck. I think it's 75 centimeters. You draw the card in the tray that is less than 75 centimeters. And that has always happened. Knock on wood. Is that the most successful predator in the game? Let me know what is better besides Benelli's Eastern Imperial Eagle. I mean, it's 7-point bird plus a guaranteed tuck. It's nice. It's nice. So we have a good start. I always like securing that first end of round goal just to get a 4-point head start. And we're back to one food. I talked a lot about this Rufus Owl. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get it. I could grab 2 rats. I do want this Chickadee. We pick up Plains Wanderer. I think if I hover over that card later, I think you draw a bonus card for each. Well, I didn't do it. Draw a bonus card for each grassland bird. And then you only get to keep 1, I believe. Yep, there we go. So, hey, Hermit Thrush, help. We will take it. We will take that. I think I make a mistake there. On the Hermit Thrush, I should have grabbed the rat. Wait a second. Maybe there wasn't a rat. So, the play here, I'm kind of just doing the bare minimum for eggs. So, I'm thinking if we can grab... Okay, so we get a nectar. If we can play Snowy Owl... Snowy Owl is just like the little bustard pretty much, and it can let me lay an egg. And what's significant about that is not only can I play a Chickadee or something after that, but that would get me to that 3rd grassland slot where I can discard extra cards and lay 3 eggs. So that's my method of thinking there. I'm not playing the Chickadee first. I'm going to go Snowy Owl, gain an egg, and we're just kind of limping along with eggs. But now I can discard extra cards for 3. There we go. And we've already got 3 bonus cards in hand. We did pick up Falconer with the Snowy Owl. So that just turned Rufus Owl into a 9-point bird. We will take it. Kind of weird that both opponents are skipping that red cockaded woodpecker in the tray. I guess we both have other plans, better birds. My opponent has played Franklin's Gull. I must have missed that, but even in Oceania, it's a good bird, just a little bit tougher with this grassland and the limited eggs. We've only got to play one Raven game on this Oceania playtesting, but the Ravens definitely feel far superior than the Franklin's Gull and Killdeer, being able to win all the nectar battles. So I guess those that thought the Killdeer was the best, like me, might have to give that to the Raven right now, unless you're playing house rules. And as far as this game, I think a chickadee is next. So our forest is looking pretty original. I have another chickadee in the back. I've got Rufus Owl. It is a little late. I've had some faster forest engines for sure, but I'm thinking we're going the forest engine route, and then we cycle through some cards with the house finch, find something nice, and play bird bombs towards the end of the game. That's what we're thinking. Now that we have the chickadee, we're not going to get any hermit thrush help. And yeah, I think we have a decent game going so far. We're just looking for more engine birds. Man, it is going to be tough to go back to the original board game layout. In these short few days, I kind of got used to the Oceania version. I like how easy you can get resources, playing more birds. I did play one game back to North America in the Euro expansion, and we did score 101 points, but it just felt a little low. It was underwhelming. The 100 scores are feeling low after I've played these Oceania games. If you haven't seen some of my other Oceania games, just heads up, there is a series or a playlist on this channel of just Oceania beta games. And you can see most of those scores are well into the triple digits. And I don't really know what's a high score. I mean, 130 seems high, but then I see a game 140. And then as soon as I see a 140, someone scored 150. So I'm liking it. We called it that it was going to be higher scoring. I just haven't had that magical game where we hit, 160 if it's possible. So my opponent plays Great Tit. It looks like my opponent's board, I don't know, it feels a little slow. They have, 4 or 5 birds? 4 birds. And they are going to have better food supply as far as getting resources, but we go ahead and secure this last end of round goal with 4 eggs in the forest. And since my opponent has a second bird, we get hermit thrush help. I also have this common merganser that I looked over, but we do have a falconer bonus card. We have the flycatcher. I'd like to get this Rufus Owl down, and we have a chickadee. So that's the line the rest of the game. We need eggs and a ground nest bird. And what do we want to pick up next? So we go with a worm. Maybe another chickadee play is what I'm thinking. And we could also play merganser. Something just feels good about back-to-back chickadees. If you ever played the OG game, which I'm sure you have, it was like the best starter bird. Maybe that was just me. I just liked putting chickadees down when I first learned the game. So, we're doing well on bird feeder. It's not my favorite bonus card. 5 birds for 3 points. Kind of sucks, honestly. So we're paying attention to that. And then mechanical engineer, I've got 2 cavities. I've got 3 ground nests and 1 bowl. So the rest of the game, after we get this Rufus Owl down, I need to be searching for those nest types. Like I said, just 8 points, ready for the taking. Is it the best bonus card? You tell me. We haven't done the analysis. I don't know. I guess it's luck of the draw if you can't draw those birds, but think it's more gain food time, and every time we gain food now, we'll get 3 points and see another card with the house finch. And we are losing the nectar battle in the grassland in the forest. I'm hoping we can make up some ground there. I said in a previous video I'd like a different icon if you're tied. But other than that, I like that you can see it. I looked at the preview in the trailer like early on, and it was tough to see your nectar count. So I'm hoping they improve it. I saw suggestions for a text chat. We put a suggestion to organize your hand based off of habitat or numerically, because sometimes you have 20 cards in your hand, and I'd like it to be organized. We had some other suggestions that I can't remember. Oh, this is a suggestion. How about... What am I doing? Plains Wanderer! No! I just tucked the Plains Wanderer. Why did I do that? I wanted to try that bird out. It would have completed the bird feeder. Don't agree with that one. But the suggestion was to pick your starting hand at the same time as your opponent. How many of us are waiting and just staring at the screen while the other player is picking their hand? Just a little quality of life improvement. Come on, Master Couch. Monster Couch. Whatever. Rufus Owl finally going down. 9 points with Falconer. Now my forest is 4 points. We gain food. We tuck cards. I'm loving it. Don't think there's a need to play a 5th bird unless we just see something awesome. I tell you, a bird that's getting a lot of screen time in several videos that I've seen is the noisy miner. I've seen it in the forest a lot. I've seen it in grassland, 3 points. Sick Oceania bird. You tuck 1 card, gain 2 eggs. Here we go, big Merganser energy. A 7-point bird, 6 points minus the egg cost. And we're already to the end of round 3. My opponent plays Regent Bowerbird. I'm not sure what they're going for with the Bowerbird. Maybe that's a bonus card thing. We're both going to get worms, but you had the Great Tit and the Hermit Thrush. Not sure what they're going for. They also have a Canada Goose, Swainson's Hawk. So they do have a means to score points if they can get some seeds. I think we're ahead, but maybe not by much. I really need to come through on these bonus cards. And last turn of the round, we need to get some eggs on the ground nest. And we tie. Kakapo versus Kakapo. Last round, we do get to go first. And I'm just seeing what we can do here. I need another bowl nest. And it'd be nice to get a bird feeder. So the Scissortail Flycatcher is my bowl nest for 2 sets on the Mechanical Engineer. And I don't have a single platform nest, so I'm thinking this turn we may go for the Great Egret. Rufus Owl, which one do you want to tuck? Come on, team. What does my opponent need? I guess white-breasted, what is that called? Wood swallow is better for this end-around goal. Bluebird is going, and we pick up solo Great Egret. Let's go. Oh, this tray, I remember. The white-bellied sea eagle pops up. I'm crossing my fingers that my opponent does not pick it up. And they do not. They leave it. They gain food instead. And when we gain food, we can draw cards. So good old House Finch If I can get white-bellied sea eagle with great egret, that's 2 platform nests for mechanical engineer. Right? Yes. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I think at this point in the game, I'm kind of debating my last 4 turns. Do I want to keep House Sparrow? Because House Sparrow completes Bird Feeder, at least on the low end. That would be a, let's see, 5 point plus a 3. That's an 8 point play versus the Flycatcher, which is 7. With Mechanical Engineer, you could debate that that's a 15 point play because it's going to help you with Mechanical Engineer. So we're thinking about ditching the House Sparrow. A couple more caches. And we need this white-bellied sea eagle. Cool. So we haven't spent many turns this game laying eggs. It's kind of been nice. You think this is going to be a huge struggle when you see this layout. But when you lay eggs once, 3 eggs, that first 3 slots, we really haven't struggled too much on egg supply. So 3 turns left, and we have 3 birds to play. Let's see. My opponent, I guess, is laying eggs. I would assume. No, my opponent plays Greater Prairie Chicken. So we will take a look at their bonus cards here in a second. And the white-bellied sea eagle lets you reset the bird feeder. And I think if there's a fish or a rat, you can cache it on the bird. But we are not playing it to use its power. We're playing it for the nest type. Alright, we got 4 nectar. We should be able to play everything now. We did skip the house finch. I'm satisfied with the birds we have. My opponent plays Clark's Grebe. I wonder if that has something to do with the bonus card. And we're 6-6 on the worms. And we take our time here because trying to make sure we get this nectar battle as best we can. I think we're going to save a nectar for the flycatcher since we don't have a berry. And yeah, that's pretty much a wrap. I'm feeling good about this unless my opponent does something crazy with their bonus cards. And we haven't flashed their board often, but their Swainson's Hawk and Canada Goose could be doing more work than I think. Alright, Scissortail Flycatcher for the 15 point play and the Mechanical Engineer completion. Didn't do well on Behaviorist. Behaviorist still sucks. Oh, that white-bellied sea eagle helped with Falconer as well. And we kind of pass on Bird Feeder. We were close, but no cigar. Man, if you stuck with us this far, as always, thank you very much. If you feel like subscribing, stay tuned for more gameplay. I'm trying to improve and get better at this game called Wingspan. And I hope you like the game. Maybe a couple mistakes there in that game, but I feel good about the scores here. Let's see what's going on. 56 bird points, that's pretty good. We did well on our bonus. And check out this miniature 4-bird forest engine. Some tucks and caches. 119.92. Feels good. Really happy with that score. It was a little later in the game to get that forest engine down, but it turned out for the best. And the great egret and white-bellied sea eagle was clutch. So 2 questions. Is the rufous owl the best predator? Because it doesn't fail when you can see the tray and use it. And is mechanical engineer the easiest 8-point bonus card? Thanks for watching, and see you next time on the Master Wing channel. Peace.